with a moment of silence for a minute. We'll go ahead and start with a moment of silence for a minute.
Thank you all. All right, my name is Leo Lewis. More than just being a human being, I also function in a number of capacities. The president of the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation welcomes all of you, which is I, the capacity in which I function. And please understand, today we are here for peace. There's been a lot of chaos this week when we here. Now, if you're a person that came here for some nonsense, check your heart. You are in a space of warriors and spiritual people who don't play games. So, we're going to get to this program deeply tonight. We are going to speak to your soul. We're going to speak to your mind. But understand the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation does not hate anyone. We function on the principles of humanity. We understand that officers have a hard job. Black men probably have a harder job. And we're here to make sure that we stand in solidarity with those who have lost their lives, men and women, of all races, of all colors, due to the misconduct of individuals who believe in a title word and they believe in humanity.
All right.
And you have something to say?
We're just going to keep it peaceful, and we're going to stay on business, okay? Thank you for those words, Brother Leo. Brother Larry Duncan, if you can come on over with the introduction.
Hands up.
Woo!
Hands up in unity. Hands up. Hands up in commitment. Hands up for all the blood that's been shed for 400 years.
Whoa!
Hands up for the blood that was shed last night. Hands up for commitment, for the struggle. It's not a moment, it's not a situation, it's a marathon. Hands up for your involvement, for your commitment, for your life, for your time, for your investment, for your understanding that everyone here is needed in the struggle. Hearts up, eyes up, for unity, realizing that it won't happen without all of us. I stand on behalf of the Black Agenda Alliance. And as simple as that, we come to understand that there must be an alliance of an agenda. That agenda has to cross all borders and all boundaries and all philosophies and all theologies. That black people here in Omaha must come together around core principles. The family, education, economics, spirituality. We must come together around core principles that we all agree on. And that we understand that if we don't come together behind these things, if we allow our philosophy and our organization and our individual stuff to divide us, we will be conquered. But if we can come together around positive things, around constructive things, around powerful things, then we cannot be stopped. Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hearts up! Hearts up! For the people. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Now we'll have the Black Child's Pledge by Brother James Henry.
Peace and blessings, everybody.
Peace and blessings.
This pledge here is what we stand real strong on. It was first introduced in the Black Panthers paper in 1968 by a sister by the name of Shirley Williams. So if you can, I'll try to go slow. I would like y'all to repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to my black people.
I pledge allegiance to my black people.
I pledge to develop my mind and body to the greatest extent possible.
I pledge to develop my mind and body to the greatest extent possible.
I will learn all that I can.
I will learn all that I can.
In order to give my best to my people.
In order to give my best to my people.
In their struggle for liberation.
In their struggle for liberation.
I will keep myself physically fit.
I will keep myself physically fit.
Building a strong body.
Building a strong body.
Free from drugs and other substances.
Free from drugs and other substances.
That weaken me and make me less capable of protecting myself.
That weaken me and make me less capable of protecting myself.
My family.
My family.
My black brothers and sisters.
My black brothers and sisters.
I will unselfishly share my knowledge and understanding with them.
I will unselfishly share my knowledge and understanding with them.
In order to bring about change more quickly.
In order to bring about change more quickly.
I will discipline myself to direct my energies thoughtfully.
I will discipline myself to direct my energies thoughtfully.
And constructively.
And constructively.
Rather than wasting them in idle hatred.
Rather than wasting them in idle hatred.
I will train myself never to hurt or allow others to harm my black brothers and sisters.
I will train myself to never hurt or allow others to harm my black brothers and sisters.
So I recognize that we need every black man, woman, and child to be physically, mentally, and psychologically strong. These principles I pledge to practice daily. And to teach them to others in order to unite my people. Ashe.
Just real quick, for those who are coming in, just now coming in, watch this unity, y'all. All these beautiful people are going to just shift over real fast and let all these people in. Rotate, rotate.
Yay! Beautiful.
One time this time. Two.
Hat, hat, hat.
I'm short. Okay, go ahead. I feel the short.
Kind of stage down here. That's a good job.
Black Child Pledge. Now we will have a performance by Adam Soulchild. Soul Music by Adam Soulchild. Soul Music. Soul Music.
I know.
We did it. But it's all good and it's all in love. Thank you all for coming in one spirit and one unity. day. I think that's the most important thing. Sometimes we let our ignorant things get in the way of what's
Water.
and anything is ever accomplished when you have unity. Things are destroyed when you don't have unity. So for everyone here today, thank you for coming in unity, love, and respect. My name is Adam Sobize, and my family comes from Ghana, West Africa, but I was born here in the States. Those who were born here in the States long before I arrived here are my brothers and sisters.
Adam, hold the mic a little closer to you. People can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Put your fist around it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit better. Talk louder.
Okay, I'll talk louder. I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is that all black people in diaspora, Africa, here and abroad, we're all brothers and sisters. The language that I'm going to be singing in is called Ga, and it comes from Ghana. And it's on the spot. I'm going to let the spirit move through me in unity. Some weird sound feedback, but I'm just going to sing vocally. Nibi piano e walami, nibi piano e walami. Mini wanye ni wabafe, kewa kweye jelemi, onani bipi. Hani wakweye wotrimi, hani wakweye jelemi, hani wakweye oe. Ani wakwe omi, nibini ano ejelemi, jinibini ehi, shinibini ewomi, jinibini bani ewaofe. Jomo eba, hani ewale, nije koyomi, hani eba, yewomi. There's so much in this world. So much that moves us, so much that moves us. Shinoni yawomi, the things that are inside of us are greater than the things in this world. Wahie nibi ni yewomi, ni wakeba hajelemi. There are things in us that we are to give the world. Hani jelemi,
Anaya mengmemi, anaya meni jemi, anaya menanemi ake woba ni woshi woyebie amebanu ofe. Let them see, let them feel, let them stand, let them know that we are here. Nibi ni wonye ni wofite, nibi ni wobehe wale, nibi ni wababi nucho ake wawo. Hawa hewale, hawa hewale, hawa hewale, yewomi, ni wodomoshi. Give us the strength, the peace, the durability, the strength to stand in the face of oppression, to stand in the faces of oppression. Give us the strength, give us the strength, give us the strength. I want all of you to sing with me, give us the strength. It will sound like this. Give us strength, 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 louder. Give us strength, give us strength, give us strength, give us strength. Last two times. Give us strength. Loudest. Give us strength. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, give us strength. Give us strength. Thank you so much, Etta. Give us strength. We're going to do another moment of silence. It's going to be a total of 9 minutes. The total amount of time. Minutes. Words, toys, and feelings. Give us strength. Yeah. Another moment of silence. I'm going to start that time now.
Yes, Brother Elijah Ali. Now, if you don't understand what Angel's doing when she's talking about the time, George Floyd was kneeled down for over almost 9 minutes. So every 1 minute moment of silence, we will count up until 9 minutes. So in between these events, you will have another moment of silence. So expect that. And please respect that.
Yes.
Now, before we bring up our elders, in African traditions, make sure you all know this, that it is honorable, and we have failed the tradition, but we are supposed to ask permission from our elders before we speak.
Because in African tradition, you respect the wisdom and the hardship of life that the elders have gone through and the things that they have obtained, because you want to cherish those gifts to give to you. But then we have our elders locked behind walls, senior living facilities. And that wisdom is being locked away from you. Because they could have told you milk will kill that pepper cat. They could have told you you have to have two forms of protest, not just one formation. They could have gave you the real wisdom of how to get out here, not the mess you see going on in Omaha, Nebraska, and across the country right now. And bringing you Antifa fakers coming down to Omaha, causing ruckus you don't appreciate it. Now, out of respect for all of those here, men, black men, please move yourself to the front for just a moment to listen to this elder speak. Because you are the front line. Never forget that. You are the front line. Always make sure that these elders, Brother Life, don't talk to you. Speak his wisdom onto you. Give him your time. Thank you.
Peace of prayer to be with you. Everybody over 70, raise your hand.
Over 70. I'm not over 70.
Everybody over 70, raise your hand. I can understand your clapping, but there's a problem with that. The reason there's a problem with that is because one of the first rallies that I went to was behind the death of Sister Vivian Strong. Sister that was shot also by a policeman under a very precarious position. We have rallies and we have those kinds of activities, and they go on and they go on and they go on. But there's not enough here that have that kind of consciousness over that long period of time that are participating in this. Hopefully they're participating somewhere else. I say that because this is the wrong time. Universal order.
Come on.
Universal order means that the universe of which we don't know the depth of. We don't know how deep the universe is. But we know that everything evolves around it. We get up by it. The atmosphere is controlled by it. It controls everything, even us. It's like a blade of grass. It has an importance. Everything has a reason. We have the ability to discern pineal gland, of which melanin feeds, which is one of the reasons why they're trying to annihilate us. And if you don't understand that, then you have a serious problem, particularly if you're here, because then you don't understand why. They're trying to annihilate us because we have the ability to discern like any other animal. We know right from wrong. We have a history of correcting those kinds of things. That's why they set that culture all the way away from us. Cause for our thinking to be off-centered. But the universal order, along with the pandemic, which is part of the universal order, tells us that the reason why we are dying is not based upon any kind of plague. It's based upon our pre-existing condition.
Speak on it.
We have lived in this country, sick, physically, to the point that we got accustomed to it. Now we're sick mentally.
Come on.
And it's time for us to come out of that. What would happen if we didn't send our children back to school? Obviously, it's okay for them to learn the way they're learning now. What would happen if we made sure that all the medical facilities in our community were able not only to take care of our physical needs, but our mental needs? There's no way that we will be able to survive unless we separate ourselves from this wrong that has been leading this country for a long time. Destroyed the mechanism that was here before we even came in this particular hue. But our brothers and sisters, who they call red, everything but black. Either it's black or it's white. That's what melanin does. That's why they said at one time 5/8 of that. And he was in trouble. Why? Because it's a drop of that causes a conflict to those who wish to destroy us. The peace should be with you, but it's not going to come easy.
And crowd, can you shift to the east, please? Just shift to the east. You see my hand, Justin? Just shift to the east. We have more people coming in. Now let me say this one more time. If you ain't following me on Facebook, I'm going to say it to you while you're here. Get some life insurance. Get some life insurance. Get some life insurance. Matter of fact, say it with me. Get some life insurance. Get some life insurance. Get some life insurance. So all of you people who are struggling, who decided to go out and protest, some people got arrested, had to pay a bill, had to pay a fine. And if you lose your life out here, fighting for what you believe in, your family needs to be okay. Be smart. That's why we're here today, to give you the game, the real game of the game. Understand, race was not a concept until about 400 years ago, but we ain't gonna get into all of that. I just want you to understand that the term whiteness allows the Dutch, the Irish, the French, the Germans, the Czech, all of those to escape and become one people who privilege themselves. Yes. The term blackness, which was associated with Moors and Negroes and Negras, was demonized in this country. Yes. Used for whiteness to step on top of blackness. Be smart enough to let blackness be your unity. Whether you Hebrew, Israelite, gay, straight, Muslim, Christian, Jew, Crip, Blood, GD, Vice Lord. It don't matter. You black. Basketball player, lawyer. It don't matter. You black. And for all you white folks who think it's cool to say nigga, that's why we stole it from you. But it's our word now. And what it does is it symbolizes, as my brother JD says, 400 years of oppression that you can't take out of the word. That's what it means. So we recognize each other by that word, saying we symbolize with that struggle. Man, learn something.
At this time, we're going to do our next moment of silence. Starting now. this time we're going to have Brother LaBelle. Come on up.
That means thank you in my Omaha language. The city's named after my tribe, but we don't have no recognition. You know, my native people, my black people, we have the same struggle. Far too long, we're not united. But I proclaim today that's going to change. Being of Native American and African American descent, it's my duty to unite our peoples. This is our original land. We was displaced up north in 1852 in a dirty treaty, as we know, with the blankets. It was 50,000 strong. And about 2 years later, it was down to under 10,000 people. But that's not in the history books. They don't want it to be in the history books. But I'm here today to speak on my native people, my black people, and the distrust of this mayor. We call mayor. I'm on the mayor's board, but yeah, it's a joke. It's like Native American 101. They don't listen to us. It's a pat on our head. But I'm voicing my this because of this. I'm gonna be more stronger because I can do better. I have a letter from Zachary Berryhills, his sister. She wanted me to read a letter to the letter of Omaha. He was killed about 3 years ago by the Omaha police. Tased 12 times, punched in the head 13 times, murdered. And 3 of the 4 officers got their jobs back. How was that for any justice? It's just us. Here's the letter. To OPD, my question, why? Why did you kill my young brother? What did he do so wrong that he had to be killed on the spot? Why did you give our brother back in a box, battered and bruised? You still haven't explained to us how a man deemed as non-threatening can go from receiving a ride to the bus station to dead on the concrete. You killed our brother and called him a fucking retard. Sergeant Eric Forehead, I'm talking to you. You know what I said. Why did you bully a mentally disabled young man? Officer Scotty Payne, Ryan McCarty, Michaela Mead, Jennifer Struhl. Why do you sign up for a job that you clearly ain't fit for? You took a vulnerable citizen and made him your sport. Did you enjoy taking his last breath? You are a state-sanctioned murderer, signed and sealed and delivered by Mayor Jean Starker. Because she has done nothing but be silent in her privilege. Yes. She has the power. She has the power to remove the officer who killed my brother from the force, and yet she fails to do so. Chief Taj Smotter, you failed to protect the people of Omaha with your killer cops and your PR rhetoric. There was once an Old West, Wild West saying, it went. The only good Indian is a dead Indian. Well, this Indian's alive, and this Indian will continue to say his name. Say his name. Say all their names. George Floyd. Breonna Taylor. Ahmaud Arbery. Zachary Berryhills. To the protectors of freedom from oppression, my prayers are with you all. Hold your heads high as you speak up against institutionalized racism. Enough is enough. I humbly thank you for your humanizing our brother and all the brothers and sisters whose souls were stolen by the police. Aho. Thank you for listening.
Ladies and gentlemen who are here, I want you to not go too far from where you are. Well, we're going to do another moment of silence, but in this moment of silence, we're going to make a soul connection. Find somebody you do not know, and you look them in the eye for the next whole minute and see the soul of that person. Everyone should be engaged in this. No talking. Find somebody you don't know. All right. Need everybody quiet down. Need everybody quiet down. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, quiet down. I know y'all uncomfortable. This ain't grade school, though. It's real life. I know you're uncomfortable. We're going to go ahead and start that moment of silence. Keep your eyes open. That time starts now. Time. Look at that love. Look at that love. Now, quick question for you. Quick question for you. Quick question for you. Raise your hand if you felt sadness. Raise your hand if you felt sadness. Look at all that pain that we're walking around with. That's our pain. You ain't struggling alone. Raise your hand if you felt joy. That's our connection. You felt that too. Raise your hand if you just couldn't do it. It was hard. Be honest. Raise your hand if you just couldn't do it. For those of you who couldn't do it, and those who are embarrassed to raise their hand, it's okay. But for those of you who couldn't do it, take more time than the next person to reflect on your soul. Because that means there's a change that has to happen in you. And you're avoiding connections with people. This is to those people who came to start problems, who couldn't look another man in the eye. This is to those people who are suffering in silence, who have sadness and don't want to reveal their pain so they don't look people in the eye. This is for those people who love so hard but afraid of that love, they don't look people in their eye. And this is for that young boy who might be posturing as a man, who can't look another man in the eye. When you shake hands, you greet people, men look men in the eye.
Yeah, say it.
Because we must see the souls of our people. If you are the person flying the drone, you need to see us. You the person flying the drone, you need to see us.
Right. OPD. Right.
At this time, we're going to have Brother Terrell McKinney up to the mic. Let's show him some love. Terrell McKinney.
How y'all doing? Before I get started, before I start saying something, I want to show respect to the young man we lost last night in this community because of white supremacy.
Yes.
So, when I say his name, say James Sturlock. We're going to say it 3 times. Say his name.
James Sturlock!
Say his name.
James Sturlock!
Say his name.
James Sturlock!
Now again, my name is Terrell McKinney. I'm a member of the Black Agenda Alliance, but I'm also running for the state legislature here in District 11. But I'm not up here as a candidate. I'm up here as a member of this community that's tired of being oppressed.
Yes.
Tired of seeing our brothers and our sisters killed on the internet. It's hard to look at that stuff. But we see it time after time, and nothing is being done. These issues have persisted since I was a kid, and they were around before I was born. When are we going to do something about this? We need police accountability.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I want y'all to know the current police contract in this city is up for negotiation. We all need to be at that process. We need to all be at the table. So that means call the mayor, call your city councilman, call the police chief. We need independent oversight to make sure officers are convicted and held accountable for their wrongs. I've been jumped by the police before, stumped out, my hand on the ground, bleeding, and they just laughed. Put me in the cop car and asked me, did I still want to say something? It's hard. I got a daughter, man. And if somebody killed my daughter, I don't know what I would do. And there's a lot of fathers out here. What would you do if an officer killed your kid? Let's try to prevent that. That's why I need to be in the legislature.
Yes.
So we can pass legislation that's going to hold police accountable, hold this state accountable, hold this country accountable. We got to condemn white supremacy.
Yes.
If you white, you got to speak up and condemn it.
Yes.
I know a lot of y'all got racist family members that make racist jokes. Call them out. It's not just on us. It's not just on black people to speak up. It's on white people to speak up. This country is going to continue to burn until they answer for their wrongs, for what they've done to our people. Before I walk away from this, let's say James Scurlock's name again, 3 times. Say his name.
James Scurlock.
Say his name.
James Scurlock.
Say his name.
James Scurlock.
And I need all y'all, November 3rd, to go out and vote for somebody that's going to bring this law. We all got to be accountable. You can't elect people that try to run off their name and don't do nothing. You don't see these people. Elect people that's going to have your best interests at heart.
Yes.
If you want to get to know me, call me. Reach out to me. I don't got a problem with it. I'm not going to avoid no question or anything. But I need y'all, and we need each other. All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All right, make sure that you are registered to vote. You are registered to vote. You can also call people who does not have a cell phone. So we all can participate in this process of calling Don Klein's office, the mayor's office. Call them. Call them. Ask them what they're supposed to do. It's nobody getting paid to answer the question. Just call them. There's no such thing as a stupid question unless it's the one that you do not ask. Get on the phone and call them. Make sure that you're registered to vote. Understand the process. And then we can make sure to hold them accountable for the process. Make some phone calls. Next on the list is Leo Lewis. Leo, let's show him some love.
I got a lot of energy to go into this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Game of Your Life, starring you. You had a plan. You wanted to graduate. You wanted to go to prom. You had something to do in April. But you were visited by a dear friend called coronavirus, that Rona. And that Rona stopped everything. That Rona's a mean friend. And you were locked in your house, worried about where your next meal gonna come from, what bill gonna get paid, and how you gonna do it. How you gonna go to work and have these kids watch at the same time. How you gonna get another job that lays you off of the job you already had. What you gonna do with this homeschool thing, because you ain't too good at it, and this tablet just don't make no sense. This car notice, you already was late on your OPPD. Uh-oh. They gonna have to give me a furlough on this rent, dog. I don't know. You spent 2 months in your house. And I went to 72nd Street on Thursday. And I seen the answer to all of that suppression. Folks outside protesting in club dresses, sandals on, thin t-shirts, ain't ready for pepper gas at all. Borrowing people milk. No life insurance. Talk about hands up, don't shoot, and off beat. Playing games with their lives. You old people, they look to you for leadership. You the activists in the family. You down at Malcolm X today. You gotta go back and report on what happened. They at home watching this. They love you. And you playing. Get some education. You wanna fight for Black lives, learn about black people. From black people. Real black people. Not the guy who sold his blackness for a position. Talk about it. Not the one who's stereotyping and living like a stereotype, but really don't know who he is. Too many people run around here talking about Black Lives Matter. I did this 5 years ago. I know. We were here. We were kneeling. We were chanting. Put them signs up in the air. Let me see them. We did that. Beautiful. Beautiful. But do you know why you made that sign again? Go ahead and put them down. Because the system didn't change. You didn't change. Nothing changed. Yeah. It's working like it's supposed to. These teachers see your child in these classrooms, and when they don't believe they're going to make it because they don't understand the culture, they let it slide when they misbehave instead of standing firm. Come on. And they blame it on the fact that he might not have a daddy, or mama might not have so much money. Say that. Say that. They excuse it. But they suspend him, though, because he just needs a break from class. School to prison pipeline. Then guess where the brother ends up? Guess where the sister ends up? Y'all gotta understand something. I can go about this all day. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. We in North Omaha. There's an interstate that ran through our community in the 1960s. Interstates ran through every black community all over history. Understand, when you go to Chicago, there's an interstate that runs right to the military base. Where does our interstate go to? Anybody know? Military base. Fort Omaha. Off the Air Force Base. You ain't ready. Eisenhower was ready. He came back from Germany after seeing the Nazi Jews and said, I love y'all interstate system. That'll allow us to get into communities faster if there's civil unrest. You don't know. You don't walk around here playing. Come on, Leon. Say it, Leon. They call yourself protesting. Do you know the interstate gets inside so Tasty come in and they can see anybody coming over that hill? No, you don't know. Because you don't do your homework. You watch TV, you flip up and down TikTok. And then when black stuff happens, you want to go protest and say, I'm down with the black people. But you don't know about black people. You don't know about the projects. You don't know when they took the military, gave them beautiful housing called Pleasant View, Hilltop, Southside Spencer. And then when they was done with it, they gave it to the broke people. And it was the black people. And they congregated them together. Marcy Projects, New York, Cabrini Green, Chicago. You don't know? Do your homework. I'm not shaming you for not knowing, though, because I didn't know either. I was like, Malcolm X, nah, too black for me, dog. Had a flat out better than some of these women around here. But when I realized that my blackness had marked me for something, I went on a mission, like most black people do, when we find our identity. And guess what what it takes for us to find our identity. Some of us dying. That's how lost we are. You gotta kill in the heart for us to understand what to do. Then we go search for who we are. We just skate by with the idea of being black until something happens. You don't have time to do that. The BAA put this on to educate individuals. And after this, you get with the BAA. You get with the Malcolm X Foundation. And you learn something before you call yourself going out here advocating for blackness. You get with Dr. Money. You get with the elders. You get with Ted Crawford. You get with Johnny Roberts. You sit down with your elders, you learn something. You get with being great. You might not have to like the man, but you know can learn something from him. Y'all don't understand what we're in. So I'm gonna give you a little picture and I'm gonna get off the microphone and I go all day.
All day. Let's go.
That interstate system was designed for this moment today. Today. National Guard today. Your interstate came through here to make sure they had swift access to you and y'all over here right now. You know? I'm letting you in.
Yep. It's real.
Understand that the school system was not designed for black people. Brown versus Board of Education.
Speak
Black
on
people
it.
ask for equal equipment, not integration. Black people went to school with white teachers. They got railroaded, it still is. You don't look in your history books close enough. You got to do that social studies assignment to understand this. Black people are the only ones in the history books that always have to deal with struggle. Whites are the discoverers, explorers, conquerors, and everything else. Blacks are the ones who were slaves. America didn't want them. And that messed with your mind. You need to know it. When you're a child, you come to school innocent. Everybody's a human being. By the time you hit 8th grade, you're searching for your identity. So you start copying hip-hop TV, the man in your life, the woman in your life, whatever it is you can do. We all did it. I seen them brown patches when everybody thought they was Wiz Khalifa. I seen them locks when everybody thought they was Lil Wayne. I seen that pink hair when everybody thought they was Nicki Minaj. Understand, you need to know psychology because that's what happens to you. You were psychologically tricked into following these trends and not understanding who you are. And this ain't no trend. This ain't nothing to play with. Like I said, I can talk all day, but I'm gonna say this. Blacks are #1 in the prison system. Michelle Alexander, the new Jim Crow, go read it. Blacks are 56% of the childhood suspensions in OPS in Omaha, Nebraska today. Blacks, and we only make up 24% of the population. Blacks are overcrowding the prisons in the state of Nebraska. As a matter of fact, my man Paul Feldman is here. He is on the front lines advocating for prisoners to be released because they're overcrowded and they're catching the corona right now. Good job, Paul. Do your thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't take nothing from today, understand that you might not have all the information that you need to really do this thing. So I am urging you to get with people like myself, like Angel, like the brothers you see behind me, the Black Agenda Alliance and the Malcolm X Foundation, the Black Studies Department at UNO, and anybody else in your life who actually does their homework. And love that person, feed that person, take them a meal and say, let me sit down and just holler at you for a moment. That's all you gotta do if you wanna be a revolutionary. But as Huey P. Newton said, there's a difference between revolutionary and reactionary. There's a lot of reactionaries out here. So if you want to be a revolutionary, raise your fist right now.
Come on now.
These are the ones who committed to studying. These are the ones who committed to protecting their lives and their family first before they go fight for something else. These are the ones. So if your hand is up, you have committed yourself to getting educated about this struggle. So put your hands down. Much love to the reactionaries, but more love to revolutionaries. It is now 7 o'clock. For those who want to be in respect of the curfew, 8 o'clock. And thank you, Chief Moderer. If you're watching this, thank you, Chief Moderer, for allowing us to give our voice. And you knew how important it was, and we appreciate you for that, Chief. We appreciate you for that, Chief. But we also want you to know
Stop these cops from setting up my people, pulling them over, giving them tickets, and then telling them to tell on their brother or their sister and then to get out of it. Sisters, come to the front, please. Queens, come to the front. Queens, come to the front, please. Men, fall back. Queens, come to the front.
Come on, Queens, come on up, Queens, to the front. Okay, at this time we're going to have Miss Terry Crawford. Let's show her some love, ladies and gentlemen.
Just a little bit. First I want to say for everybody who's here, the game changed from Monday until today, and here's why. There is something known as the Insurrection Act. It was first used in the United States in 1807, and they've used it about 25 times since then. They used it during the Rodney King riots. They used it during the Watts riots, and it has been enacted in Omaha, Nebraska today. What that means is, on Saturday and on last Monday and any other protests that took place, that was all local people. Now we got the feds. And what that means is there is no longer any local control. So that curfew that they have now put in place is a result of deploying active military. So please pay attention as to how important this is to us in this community, because guess what? Trump is in charge now, because that's the feds. And y'all know how he feels about us, right? They will shoot you down as well as look at you. So please pay attention to this curfew, but there's some other things we got to do. When I was given the invitation to come and talk tonight, he asked me to talk about the charges. So I'm a member of the board here at Malcolm X, but I'm also a professor at University of Nebraska at Omaha. I also grew up in Logan Fontenelle, and in fact, I lived in Logan Fontenelle when they shot Vivians. So this is not my first rodeo. We know exactly what happened at that time. We also know that 24th Street never recovered economically. We know that. Never recovered economically. So here's what happened. We all watched for 8 minutes and 47 seconds. The media wants us to believe that it was 9 minutes, but it wasn't, but it doesn't matter because he's dead. So he put his full weight, because his hands were in his pocket, put his full weight on his larynx and on his entire breathing apparatus. So he couldn't move, he's handcuffed, and he has somebody holding his legs. So he was not a threat. So what that means is that was an illegal hold that that police officer in Minneapolis had on that young man. We have also learned in the media that the young man that was walking around attempting to shield the cameras, that was someone that he's related to by marriage. So while we are continuing to protest and continuing to ask for further charges on those other individuals that were present, we have to talk about what happened in Minneapolis. Now, the mayor in Minneapolis came out and said that this is a result of 400 years of oppression, but also oppression in that city has a history. We heard from the mayor of Minneapolis. Have we heard from our mayor? The governor in Minneapolis gave a news conference and said that he wanted them to move swiftly to bring charges against that young man. Have we heard from our governor? No. In a way we have, because this is what happens with insurrection. The president does not have authority to just come in militarily unless he's invited to do that. So that means our governor or someone said, we need your help. So that means that the state troopers and local police and everyone steps aside now, because now the feds are in charge. So someone in this state said, we need federal protection to suppress what's going on. And that's the language that they use. Back to the charges. I'm sorry, I only got 5 minutes. So what they charged him with is murder in the 3rd degree. So the difference between first-degree murder is that there have to be some malice and a forethought. That means you have to intend it, and you have to consciously make the effort to kill that person. They chose not to charge first degree. Now, second degree means that you didn't intend to kill him, but you killed him anyway. They decided not to charge a second degree. So if you look at the charging documents for Minneapolis, the county attorney in Hennepin County decided to go with murder in the 3rd degree. And here's why he did that. In 2019, if you look up this county attorney, he had this very same charge against another police officer in Hennepin County as a result of killing someone in the line of duty, and was successful in getting a conviction. So what the county attorney decided that he wanted to do is to go with those same charges, because we know we can get a conviction on these charges. Did we want first degree? Yes, we did. But he has a 3rd degree charge, and it can be changed at some time, and the feds can step in. So they talked to the AG up there, who is, yes, Keith Ellison, thank you. Keith Ellison is the AG up there. So they can still come in and charge him federally. Attorney General, I'm sorry, AG, Attorney General. Okay, I'm sorry, the Attorney General. So they can still come in and file some federal charges against the police officer that killed George Floyd. With all of that said, it is important that this energy that we have here tonight, like Terrell said, because we need a changing of the guards. We need some new blood in our legislature. Yes. We need everybody who's out here tonight to fill out the census, because everybody got a phone, and you can fill it out on your phone. This is not for us individually, but for our community. Now, after you finish filling out the census, we need you to get registered to vote and then show up in November. And after you show up in November, you want to make sure that you have people there that represent you. Once we are able to get back to having full public meetings, I want to see all of this energy at the school board and at city council. That is county commissioner's office. Because that's how you affect the change. People need reform. We need transformation. And the way that happens is through getting rid of racist public policy. And that change only comes when we're sitting at the table. And everybody who's here can be at that table. That's my 5 minutes. Thank you.
Come on up. Dr. Imani, come on up.
All right, how's everybody doing? You know, it's a lot of sadness right now, it's a lot of pain right now, but I'm going to talk to you about some optimism. You see, people ask me if I was sad, or if I was disappointed, or if I was surprised. I can't be surprised, because I've been an American a long time, and a black one even longer. I cannot be sad, because I understand the power that sustains all things, and I know that that power is on the side of justice and rightness, so I ain't worried about that either. So I come with a voice of optimism. The only thing that this situation makes me say is damn. And why do I say damn? You see, I understand what a dam is. You see, a dam is designed to hold back the water. The water in its natural state would move in a certain way and do a certain thing. But you put the dam up there as an obstacle to the water. And you exploit the water. Some folks sit up on the reservoir and they have a little boat on the reservoir. They have a little fishing on the reservoir. Some people in the elite just be having a good time something about a dam, America. You see, at some point, the dam begins to develop little cracks in it, doesn't it? It begins to develop them things we call fissures. And the fissures get bigger and bigger. You know, the first time the engineer says, hey, I think we got a little problem. But see, ain't nobody listening because we're damn been for a long time. We ain't never seen it fall, so we think it'll be all right. The next time the engineer comes saying, now I think it's getting more serious right now. And I think if we don't do something after a while, I'm not sure we're going to hold back that water. But then one day, I'm telling you, the dam gives away and the water takes over. And you can't determine the nature of the water. It don't make sense to condemn the water when you held it back that long. What you need to do now is begin to accommodate yourself to the water. I'm here to tell you that you are the water. You are the storm that's breaking the dam. And the dam is every obstacle that they put up. It's all the racism. It's all the sexism. It's all the economic exploitation. It's all the lack of health care. All of that is the dam. But the dam is breaking now. And I am the water. And you are the water. Long time ago we used to say, the people... Now y'all don't know about this. I'm dating myself now. I'm an old Panther, so y'all gotta understand me. I'm dating myself. We used to say, the people united will never be defeated. So I'm gonna have you join me. I'm gonna have you join me. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Never be defeated. All the unity today, I want it tomorrow, and I want it the next day. And we say to the government, we say to the powers that be, that we are the people that are.
At this time, we're going to ask Brother Larry Duncan to come with the closing.
As he comes up, ladies and gentlemen, you are on the birthplace of Malcolm X, where the people are where Jerry Freeman is standing right now is actually where the house was. His organization was put together by a woman named Rowena Moore who moved into that house. So please respect the fact that this woman in 1971 had the foresight to preserve this place for you, to make a safe space for you and real activists and revolutionaries to come to and gather. You are history right now. You are history right now. You are doing something monumental. You're on the international birth site of Malcolm X, Malik El-Haj Shabazz. Respect it. Respect El-Haj Malik El-Shabazz. I'm sorry, I gotta get that right. Because you are on very sacred ground. And as we leave here today with these closing remarks, you make sure you keep these grounds sacred. No riffraff on these grounds. You save that for those who really at the top, causing all the ruckus for us at the bottom. Remember who the enemy is, and it ain't here. We appreciate all your energy. We just want to say to all the mothers in the house, we appreciate you. I want to say to all the fathers in the house, the brothers, we appreciate you. I want to say to all the community workers and all the essential workers and all the people that's on the front line still going to work every day. We appreciate you. We appreciate the truck drivers. We appreciate the hustlers. We appreciate your coming here today in a peaceful way, demonstrating to everybody what it is that we can do when we unify. We know that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And what has already been said, connect yourself to something that's positive, that's educational, that's helpful, that's constructive. Connect yourself to something in the community that's geared for the uplifting of black people. Young, old, family, everybody.
There's a proverb that says that if the child does not feel the warmth of the village, they will burn the village down just to feel the warmth. So we are the ones that are providing the warmth. You're providing the warmth in your homes when you take the time to sit with your children. We're the ones that's providing the warmth when we educate them, when we take time for them, when we build safe places like this for them. We're the ones that's providing the warmth. No one's going to do it for us. So one last time, hands up. For every minute of 400 years, hands up. For every minute of the 9 minutes, our brother was under the knee. Hands up for that 22-year-old young man that did not deserve to die. Hands up for that young woman minding her own business in her own house with a no-knock warrant came in. Hands up for all the blood, for the ones that you remember, the ones you're grieving for, the ones that's bringing tears to your eyes right now. How they died and how they didn't have to die, how they died young, based on all of the poverty and the oppression and all of the things that they had to bear. I know that for many of us here, there's a whole lot of people that comes to mind. And so, out of all the things that we do, we have to do something for them. We got to do something for the young ones. We got to do something for the ones that are struggling. We got to do something for the ones that are angry right now. We got to do our part, however it is that we can, for all of them. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
Hey, Mike. I think the battery died. Mike.
Mike, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who can see me, see what time it is. Let me tell you something before you walk away. Listen to me. Y'all came here for peace. You better leave with peace in your heart. I got a message for you right now. This is very real. The National Guard has got off of the interstate in North Omaha. No, not of course. Listen to this. Hear me clearly. Keep all that riffraff in your heart tucked right now. Have patience when you leave here. Get home safe first, then plot your next. That's revolutionary stuff. Now, understand this. Hear me. Hear me. There is a perimeter around us right now. They have blocked our exits, y'all. You're standing here and you didn't even know it. They wanted us here. They wanted to trap us here. And they want us to get all angry, Molotov cocktail, get angry and go flip out so they can have something to do with this group because y'all the most active. Don't give it to them, y'all. Wait it out, spend the night in your car if you got to. I'm telling you, it's real right now. You came down here saying, oh, I want to play Black Lives Matter. It's real right now. The perimeter is here right now. I am not joking with you. So be polite to these people. Be respectful to these people. And get home safely. No matter how long it takes. You have rights. Turn your phone on. Don't antagonize. Don't debate. Can I go, sir? Am I being detained or no? Keep that recorder on. And when they say go, go. But I'm not playing with y'all. And we not playing with y'all. We love y'all here at the Malcolm X Memorial Foundation. And for all of my secret guys out here in the field that's been in between these crowds, thank you. For all my plainclothes officers who showed up, we appreciate you too. But understand this, like I said, there is a perimeter around us.
Do not lose your temper. That's what they want. No matter how much they provoke you, do not lose your temper, because I love me and I love my community. Folks who know me know I love my community, and y'all my community. So, be safe when y'all leave here. Don't carry nothing on your person that looks like a weapon. Keep your hands free and open, and get home safely. Thank you all for coming.